season. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Clemson's offense will have the first possession of the game. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. This guy has all of the battle scars. He's got all of the trust of this team, David, as he has been their leader, their warhorse throughout his career.
Yeah, and we've seen him. He's been very productive. He's proven his worth in college football, but now he's taking his talents to a new team. And now he's got to show them what he's about.
Oh, he's got some space.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They go to the ground. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks. Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense. Creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Bringing the heat. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. They'll send out the kicker here. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Ali. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Now, guys, when you're talking about Clemson, they had some holes to fill on the roster. They've gone into the poll. They brought in a pretty decent haul. How good do you think this staff feels right now addressing those areas of need, David?
Well, I think
pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. This Mike backer showing some versatility. Think he always just has to stay home and play the run? Was bringing the pass rush that time.
no, this ain't old school football anymore, Reese. These guys got to be so athletic, and you see them blitz and run games and all the different things they can do aside from making the calls and being the communicator on defense. These guys are as versatile as it gets.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. The give out of the gun. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
Offensive coordinators just spend all offseason in a lab, and they just draw up stuff over and over again. How many times can I use misdirection? How many times can I use speed against the linebackers who flow so fast to the football? Really nice play design, a little misdirection. The defense didn't know what hit them. Big game for the offense.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there in the incompletion.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. Oh, they're after him. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Just drives it between the uprights. The lead is 6 in the first.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Leaves it with the running back. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. They're working that left side. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And ready to go and get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. Turning it on. Quick step and go. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught near the sidelines. Will pick up a few before going out of bounds.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great ready moment.
Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a first down. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Leaves it with the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limit.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Clemson will send the punt team out. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They've had a couple of scoring drives, but man, do they need a touchdown drive. From the gun, the running back has it. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut. And here comes the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. On the sweet spin, and he's free. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Nothing but punts as a result of the first 3 offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Rides the back and leaves it. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. This Tiger running game starting to show some juice, sort of a C.J. Spiller type of feel.
Yeah, and it doesn't always hit you early. It doesn't always hit you on the first possession, but I do think they've done a good job over the years, Clemson, with sticking with the run game, creating that balance, trying to get those first downs, and trying to create some tempo against your defense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Toss sweep to the left. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
The best offenses are the ones that can run the football in the red zone when the defense knows it's coming. It's hard to throw the ball down in this area of the field. They go with the toss play, and they pick up a big gain.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Slams it ahead. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And on that situation on the 1 yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Third and goal, where the strong come through. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the outside. And that one did not work.
And, man, that is not the third down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down now.
It's good. The lead is down to a field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over that field like Bevo in the pregame. They're up by 24 over Kennesaw State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Second down coming up. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Quick strike complete. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
They'll send the back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
He'll throw on third down. Fires to the big fella. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one, and I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
Caught over the middle. It's Barnes. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery, and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. From the gun, running back gets to give. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Death Valley, and welcome into the halftime report.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the offense onto the field again. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. He'll start this third quarter with a run. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Grab behind the line. It's Barnes. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back.
And the defense, got him at the 27. They bring the punter onto the field now. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They haven't really been able to line up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Hines is tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Now on the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They thought maybe they could get the defense flowing the wrong way on the counter, but they were not fooled.
Get them flowing one way and then maybe hit that outside on the other side, right? But they didn't even let it get outside. They kept it right in the middle of the field. Did a great job seeing it, going and getting it.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. And now this offense will take the field again. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's just going to have to step up and make a play. Someone's got to break a tackle and make an incredible catch and just give some life to this offense.
And whatever you can, whatever it takes. Don't worry about looking pretty. That's out the window. We've already looked really, really ugly. We've got to find something that works to put some points on the board.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Complete to the left. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
I think that time offensively, we're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take them off it, and let's keep going.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for this. There he goes. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Clemson will send the punt team out. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today. And no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Got it behind the line. It's Barnes. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And here comes the punt team. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. The give on the inside. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. Deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Now he's going to break the pocket. Quarterback's got the first. Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Clemson jumps to the line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Punts it out of the air. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal. And now, 4th quarter, 4-down territory almost certainly as they get ready to try to grab the lead. Trying to pound their way in. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. This offense has been unable to find the end zone all day. Can they do it on 3rd and goal? He'll sneak it. He's stopped right there, short of the 1st down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead.
Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
No, I think it's a play caller. That just makes you second-guess everything.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson.
zone. When you get close to the end zone and you get goal-to-go situations, you've got to be physical, and I love teams that can run the football. They run the football, hand it to the running back. He does the rest, puts it in the end zone.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Now this offense is back on the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Trying to set up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bridges. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. He's going to run it. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
I think this team knew coming in today they needed to be able to run the football, and they were going to have to get some of that production from the quarterback, and he just broke off his longest run of the game so far. That was critical for his confidence, for this offense's confidence, and right now if you're on defense, you've got to find an answer for this guy.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Yet another punt on the way. Gonna make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Makes it past the marker. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
Well, that's the best run of the day for him so far, and he's a guy that looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. He's beginning to wear on this defense a little bit. If you're on offense, you probably...
Oh, he's got some space. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. Give him 105 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make...
He's going for the goal line. And to the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Clemson.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil, guys. See if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many...
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this defense taking matters into their own hands. First down, you get the sack. Second down, you force the incompletion. Now sitting at third and long, you got them in their own territory. Big opportunity for this defense to shut this offense down right now.
In a 2-minute situation, you're not expecting him to be that wide open. He's a big part of this offense. I don't know if they just lost him, but that was just too easy of a pitch and catch between the QB and his target.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Under a minute to play, they can just take a knee and put this game on ice.
It's such a good feeling. The best.
Turning it on. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
That's the danger as a defense when you're playing against this guy, because you know you're going to see the option. And if you don't have a player dedicated to pursuing and stopping him, he is going to burn you like he did right there. He has elite speed. You saw it on that option play.
You know, there's no real reason to panic if you think about it when this panic never really helps.